Hey guys, I'm back with another speed paint. So I did this realistic digital painting a few days ago, and it took me around 4 hours and 33 minutes. I've just sped it up by like 25 times its original speed, and what I'm going to be doing is that I'll be watching my painting process, and in a way, I'm going to be evaluating my painting process out loud. So I don't know how useful this will be for you guys, but it'll help me point out what I need to work on. It's not weird at all. If anything, just enjoy the speed paint. So I'll start off then, shall I? First off, I just noticed this when as I finished everything, but I should have spent way more time on the sketch, because in the original, his head is ever so slightly tilted more upwards than what I did in the sketch, and that just threw off the proportions of everything that I was gonna paint. And yeah, I didn't know why everything was off while I was painting, but that was because I didn't tilt his head as upwards as I should have done in the sketch. That's alright though. Lesson learned for the next digital painting that I do. So now I just put in the base colors for everything, not leaving any white, so I'll do the background as well, because that way I'll see my colors more clearly. And with the eyes, I really didn't know how to go about coloring them. With my normal style, I would go in with black and draw the general shape of the eye, but I didn't quite make it as accurate here, which is really important if you're doing realistic painting, I guess. So maybe go find a different approach of painting eyes. I do spend the most time on the eyes though, really trying to get them to look like the originals. So what am I doing here? Just putting in the first layer of shadow. Oh, what even, guys, what are those? I swear his lips are meant to be there. What is that thing that I'm drawing? What even is that? Yeah, so let's just move on. So I work on the eyes again. The more time I work on the eyes, the closer it looks to being realistic. So I guess the key is spending more time, because I always notice that there's a little something, a tiny something that I forgot to do or that I can still do. So patience, you really do need to be patient with realistic digital painting, but there's nothing wrong with that since it's fun. So yeah, with the nose again, I don't really know how, what should I say? I don't really know how noses work, so I'm just replicating where all the shadow and light parts are from the original. And well, luckily enough, it did turn out looking like a nose by doing that, but maybe that's not the best approach to take. I should practice drawing the features, I guess the main features. Practice drawing hair, so in practice drawing eyes, and lips, yeah. With that white light part, I didn't go in with pure white, because don't think anything in real life is purely white or purely black. They're always a shade, a tint of another color. So I try to reflect that on my painting. And with the neck, there's a lot of shadow on the neck, so maybe I should have made his neck darker, just something to maybe consider for the next drawing that I do. So I do add in a lot of different shades of color in his skin. Yeah, so now I'm working on the lips, and maybe I should have got the general shape of his lip more precise before I went in with the coloring and all, because it does look off. But I guess because I've been avoiding drawing the upper lip for as long as I have, it can only look as good. And yeah, can't really blame anything but the lack of practice. I always avoid drawing the upper lip. I have this fear of drawing lips, I think. But yeah, that's gonna change because I'm going to dedicate time to drawing lips. So now I'm just blurring everything out, like blurring the skin to make it like as smooth as his skin. But the thing is, his skin is way too smooth for me to paint, and I guess I should have blurred everything out even more. Yeah, I was actually quite happy with the ears. They were really fun to do. I really liked the light going in through his ear, and like that tone of orange was really satisfying to do. Oh yeah, so what I'm doing here is that I'm doing a layer on top of the skin layer with like a solid color, and then just toning down the opacity to try to get his skin tone, change the skin tone. The thing is, I do take a break for like a whole day, and then for like half an hour to come and look at the piece with a fresh pair of eyes. So that's a good idea. With the hair here, if I'm being honest, I was being quite lazy with the hair because I just thought that doing every strand like precisely the same was really tedious. But I should have spent more time on the hair and tried to get at least the general strands looking similar. He doesn't have that many strands by his eyes as what I painted, but that's just my fault for being lazy. With the piercings, they're really fun to draw. It's just a bit of black and white and you blur them out and they're done. And with the t-shirt again, I did cheat myself, like cheat my way around that. I did just make up the squares, and I just thought that there's no way that I'm gonna draw every single square exactly the same. But that's why mine did look way bigger than the originals, and the tone of blue was different, so being lazy isn't quite the way to go. I could always just have taken a break and came back to it, like more than the breaks that I did take, but yeah, next time. I was just really excited to see the final product. Right, so I'm blurring things out. There's always you always notice that there's more that you can do. Yeah. I guess at this point I'm almost done. Yeah. So at this point I didn't know why my chin was so small, because my head wasn't quite tilted as upwards as it should have been. Anyway, I did the background, and the thing is, backgrounds always stress me out, but for some reason, this background was actually the easiest thing to do in the whole painting. And yeah, I was really surprised by that. So maybe I should try drawing more background. So yeah, there's my signature and all. So I finished, but I opened it up again because my head wasn't quite as X-shaped as the originals, and while I was transforming it, it did mess up my background, and I had to retouch that. And then I noticed that there was still more I could do. The eyes looked a bit off because they weren't tilted as upwards as they should have been. Yeah, I think I've said that 100 times now. Spend more time on the sketch, and you won't have the struggle, will you? So yeah, I added in those like bold white strokes and did make his skin look really glowy. And yeah, I thought I was done, but I opened it again and made all the dark shadows darker. I could have taken that up a notch because yeah, I think I've said this, but the darker they are, the more realistic it'll look, and that's what I was going for. So maybe I shouldn't be afraid to really like go that extra step and make the dark shadows even darker, make the light parts even lighter. Maybe that's something to take on. Definitely make his nostrils like black, because they are really dark, but they're not really as dark in mine. Yeah, so I think that's about everything. I don't know how useful this will be for you guys, but I hope you like came up or learned something from what I pointed out, like learned from my mistakes. This isn't a video of like tips. This is like a bit of a different approach because I don't think I'm quite at that stage where I can give you guys tips on how to improve. But maybe in the near future I'll make a video on everything that I've learned so far, and that'll be more useful to you guys. I won't be posting a speed paint on every drawing that I do, but I'll definitely post them all on Instagram. So follow me there at hips_doodles, because I am way more active there than I am on YouTube. But yeah, this whole realistic digital painting is way more fun than I thought it was. I've like avoided it for years, and yeah, the more I do, the more practice I do, the happier I am with my painting. So see you guys soon.